We're in.
Hello.
Hey.
Hey everyone.
Hey everybody. So it looks like we are live. Perfect. Up. Copy. Can you hear all that thunder and lightning?
Yeah, I hear it.
So I'm in Florida, guys. Just letting you know. So we might get some loud bangs and flashes coming in. Don't be alarmed. It's just a typical Saturday morning in Florida at this point. So my name is Luke. I am the director of operations for Portal Games US. We've got Kopik here, who is our master in-house artist. We're going to be playing charades with you. So I'm going to watch the chat a little bit. Let me know if everything is coming in okay. Hopefully you can hear everything. Hopefully everything is running smooth. Looks like it. Perfect. So this is the first stream from the Portal Games US side. We're letting Ignacio take a little break. Thanks for joining us. Thank you so much for participating in PortalCon. So since this is the first stream with me on it, you guys can fire your questions into the chat. We've got David Marchbanks from Portal Games US on the chat monitoring. And also, if you have any questions regarding all the sales, I saw a lot of questions with the sales and with the promos and the Flash Lightning deals. So you can fire all those in there. While Kopik is doing his thing, I can do my best to answer all of those as well. So I think without further ado, we can get started. So the way this will work is Kopik is gonna go through and draw something related to a very popular board game. So it's your guys' job to try to guess what that is. Now, we're gonna ask you just to put in one guess. So take your time, make sure you kind of wanna commit to that guess. And then David is gonna be monitoring the chat. And what he'll do, once we'll see it kind of pop up, once we see that the right answer has been guessed, we'll ask you to send an email to David. And David, if you want to drop your email into the chat box right there. Yep, he is monitoring. So it's david@portalgamesus.com. Go ahead and send him an email with the keyword of the title that you guessed. And then what we're going to do is we're going to send you, within the next hour or so, a $10 code to portalgamesus.com. If you're an international, send them an email. We'll take care of you as well. We'll figure all that out in post. But and that code will be good to apply to anything we have going on this week, because we've got flash sales, we've got stuff already on sale. The Portal Games US store has free shipping going on right now. So what we want you all to do is you can feel free to place multiple orders all weekend long, as long as you use the same account, the same shipping information. Then we'll be able to bundle all of that together next week so that it all comes in one package. We're just trying to keep it simple a little bit. So, and I think we're ready to go. Kopik, what do you think?
Okay, I think I'm ready too.
I don't think I missed anything, and if I did, I'll bring it up. So Kopik, go ahead and start.
Okay, I'm starting then.
So David will be monitoring the chat. Once we see that I'll be kind of looking for the right answer. Once we see it come in, David will see if that person wrote something earlier, but just say work for him. Scout's honor, guys. Just go ahead and put in one guess once you really feel committed to it. So if you can't see the flash sales are for you guys. They're for the viewers. They're going to be either spoken by the host during the events, or they're going to be listed in the chat. So it's our way of kind of engaging with you guys. The Portal Games PL, when they did their online con, it was a lot of engagement. The fans were making requests of the sales team, and they were interacting back and forth. We're going to kind of do the same thing here. So you got to watch the stream. The flash shows will be coming up during the events in the chat. They'll be coming up. Yeah, make sure to put, if you think you know the game, just write it in the title. And the first person to guess it correctly will be the winner. So, but yeah, the flash sales, you can also go on Portal Games US sales page. David will throw the link into the chat box there. And there it is. We've got it. So, I don't know, Kopik, sometimes he's on a roll. He wants to keep drawing a little bit, so we can let him finish off that drawing. But Leave did get the correct answer. It is indeed Wingspan. So Wingspan, the industry darling of 2019, Spiel des Jahres winner, currently ranked number 20 overall on BGG, family game number 1. You guys know this title well. It's been on fire. It's been winning all of the awards. So, so these are any games. These aren't going to be just us. These aren't going to be just Portal games. There'll be any games that are popular from the catalog of most games that you guys will know. So, so leave since you're the first winner, here's what you're going to do. You're going to send David an email. David, throw your email into the chat one more time, please. So send him an email, and we'll get you taken care of. I know you're based in Europe, so we'll have to figure out some other way of going about it then, but we'll take care of you for sure. So I'm just kind of monitoring the chat to see if there's any questions that I'm missing. The rolling right. Yeah, I saw Dyson there, so that could have been it too. So perfect. Okay, so we can go ahead with number 2. As Kopik is drawing, as soon as he starts drawing, you guys can start watching what he's doing, but do hold off with your answer until you are committing to it, until you're fairly certain. Oh, Ignacio said that Portal Games Europe will take care of the EU winners. So Ignacio, should they still send the email to David? And then he will pass that information along. Already seeing some things coming in. What is that? So in Poland, Kopik was on a roll, too much on a roll. We had to have him switch to his left hand so that he starts making things a little bit more difficult. So someone got it? Did I miss it? There it is. Yep, Terraforming Mars. Anna Yakubowska.
Oh, that was fast.
So that was fast. It was too fast. You might have to switch to your left hand soon. All right, Anna, you can send that email in to David, and we'll make sure we take care of you. We'll get that passed to the right place. Kopi can keep on going to finish his vision. There it is. Yeah, that was going to be the giveaway, right? If somebody hadn't gotten to that point yet. Perfect. All right, so that was perfect. So Terraforming Mars, as you guys know, is one of the hottest titles, ranked 4 overall on BGG, number 4 on strategy. They just recently had a Kickstarter. I personally thought that because, there's a lot of negatives to it being the pandemic, not going to conventions, not interacting with you, but I thought that finally for the first time this year, I would have a lot less new games on my shelf. I'd be able to refrain. But once I saw that Terraforming Mars big box Kickstarter go live, I just couldn't resist. So I got a little bit in trouble for that one, but I definitely backed that recently. So my edition is going to look even better. All right, I think we can go over to number 3 now, Kopik. You ready?
Of course.
All right. Now, let me guys know if I don't think we're on any delays on any of the streams, any of the channels, but because Terraforming Mars. That's a good reason, Mariusz. And I'm watching the chat, so if you guys have any questions, definitely throw them in the chat. I'm here to help you guys out and answer any questions you have. So Portal Games US is hosting basically this con. So this is the US side con of the very popular con that they had in Poland. So we wanted our chance. We wanted to do something as well. And we figured it was an online con, so that's something we can definitely do. Absolutely, you guys can still guess. Yeah, you guys can still participate. Absolutely. Keep on guessing. Let me make sure I know what this is. And David, just throwing this out there, we did change the order a little bit. So I was wondering how you knew. The first 2 were actually the same order. So we're starting to see some guesses coming in. Oh, this is good. This is a good one, Kopik. I like it. Oh no, David's saying, uh-oh. Yeah, we did change the order around because there were some titles I wasn't completely familiar with, and I wanted to. There it is. All right, we've got the first answer. It's when the color popped in there, right, Gry? Yes. So we have Gry Z Giuseppe. Go ahead and send that email in. Kopi's going to keep drawing. I see all of them kind of started coming in, but Gry got just he inched everybody else out just a little bit faster. I think he was the first one. David will confirm with me, but I think it was Gry. And yes, it is Azul. So Azul came out in 2017. Rank overall in BGG is 44. Abstract game #1. This game is phenomenal. I've definitely seen it solidify its place next to the games that when I talk to a lot of non-gamers, they hear about. Catan, Carcassonne, Ticket to Ride, Sushi Go, I hear that one pop up. And now Azul seems to be in that lineup as well. So it's definitely a fantastic game. It's what I play a lot with my parents, my in-laws. I don't think I've ever met a person who wasn't into sitting down for a game of Azul because of how beautiful it looks, because of the components, the tactile feel, and also just because it's a fun game to play. So that's it. There is no list, Mason. It's just a free for all. So Kopik is going to draw, and you guys just have to kind of figure out what it is. Benjamin never played Azul. You need to play it. Yeah, well, we'll see if it's online anywhere, and after the con we can play it. So Kopik, we're on #4. Are you ready?
Yes, I am.
Cool. All right. This one should be a good one. So welcome everyone again to PortalCon. Please do share on all the different platforms. You can be watching this on Facebook. You could be watching this on YouTube. You could be watching this on Twitch. There's a lot of different platforms you could be watching it. We'd appreciate you to share it. We want to get as many people in enjoying Portal games with us, talking Portal games with us, playing. We've got a lot of content coming for you this weekend, and I'm already seeing answers coming in, so I need to focus here. I think this one will be a little challenging for you. So I'm seeing a theme here with the type of answers that are coming in. We might throw them on a loop with this one, Kopik. I'm liking the responses coming in. They look good. Not quite yet. We haven't had the right answer come in yet. Secret new expansion of detectives. I love that. And Marek, if he's watching this stream, he might be my backup in case I miss it. But I have not seen the right answers come in yet. It might start getting there with this recent addition to the drawing. Oh, this is good. We're challenging everyone here. If it keeps going, I might have to start throwing in some hints as well. Korakin from Twitch, Nurishima Hex, good response. That's not it. I'm glad to see that Twitch is able to, all the different platforms I'm seeing from the restreams are able to blend at the same time. So that's really cool. So I still have not seen the right answer. I might have to start throwing in some hints. But let's just keep this going. Kopik, you will let me know when you've completed your drawing, and then maybe I can toss in a hint here and there. There it is, Matt D, 51st state. I wonder what gave it away. Was it the oil rig in the background? Matt D and Tej Tet were so close, but Matt D just inched him out. They came in almost at the same time, but that was the answer. So Matt, you can send 51st state to David at portalgamesus.com. He will get you taken care of. And when you guys send these emails, do maybe mention if you're stateside, Canada, or if you're Europe, where you kind of are located, and we'll get you taken care of that way. So cool, good. How was that one, Kopik? Was that one a little bit harder? Were you getting nervous?
That was stressful.
I had some hints. I was going to say that, remember, this could also be our games too, because it's just all games. So it's not, that doesn't
Mhm.
exclude Portal Games titles. And I was also going to say that it is the title that inspired the Imperial line, right? So 51st State was the first one. It is the predecessor spiritually to Imperial Settlers and now Empires of the North. And Mary's favorite game, I believe. She'll comment if I'm wrong on that one. So there you go. Yep, Hiroshima theme. All right, so I think we can go to number 5. I'm particularly excited about this one. This is one of my absolute favorite games. That's not giving it away, but if you know me, then you're excluded from this one because then you know what my favorite games are. So I think we can get ready for number 5, right, Kopi?
Okay.
Yep. Wukash committing right from the get-go. Not quite. I have a feeling this one might challenge you depending on which way Kopi goes with it. So I'm excited to see it. Rainbow the Game. I don't know that one. Maybe I'm missing out. Wow. Okay, Dutch Yoda. He got it. Kopi, keep on going, but Dutch Yoda got it with Downforce. Downforce is an absolutely phenomenal game for those of you who have not played it. Kopi's going to keep on drawing here to show off his artistic abilities. Downforce is ranked 367. It's in the top 500 on BGG. Family rank is 62. So it is a fantastic game. This is one of my go-tos whenever I'm playing with a very light game with someone who definitely isn't experienced to board games, and we want interaction, we want something light, but we want something engaging that even your cars might not be the winner. You can still win the game. We've had some incredible laughs in this game. We've had a player who was overconfident by bidding. He bid on 3 cars. We were completely ignoring him. There's no way he's going to win because his cards are going to be so spread apart. And we neglected him so much and used cards thinking that we can help that player and us because that player's not going to win, that he ended up winning with the highest score we've ever seen. So that's a rule there for Downforce. Do not rule anyone out. Don't make sure that not every same player that you think is out of the winning. So yeah, Downforce, fantastic game. And PlayStation 2 racing soundtracks. Those are the best soundtracks for this game. So if you're playing Downforce, go on YouTube, find a playlist for one of those old racing games from PS1 or PS2 that's kind of Eurobeat type music. Those soundtracks are phenomenal. I have not been disappointed yet. The powers, when it comes to Downforce, I definitely like to focus on balance. When it comes to Downforce, I do not dive in too much into balance. When I play that game, I've never really played it overly competitive. It's always for fun, for laughs, just so. Yeah, I mean, I feel like the group usually balances out the powers. If we see somebody with a really powerful ability, we'll not necessarily play cards that boost their cards too much or try to block them. So it's a fun game. Awesome. So Kopi, great job. And I saw you even had that motion animation. That was phenomenal. I'm sorry you couldn't get to use that and it was guessed beforehand, but Dutch Yoda did a fantastic job. So,
Okay,
all right,
thank you.
we're ready to move on to number 6.
Yes, of course.
Downforce from Restoration Game. Auction, racing, betting. How can you go wrong? I love it. So again, guys, portalgamesus.com. We have different sales going on all week. So if you go into the sales section, you will already see we've already applied convention discounting to a lot of the games. So you're going to have really good prices there. We're going to have flash sales going on for different, I'm watching. Okay, we're still good. We're going to have flash sales going on for different events. It's usually related to the event and to the actual thing that the stream is about. So watch the chats, watch the streams. That's how you'll catch flash sales. They're 10 minutes, 15 minutes, sometimes an hour. So definitely pay attention to that. Free shipping, we're just keeping it simple so that you guys can order multiple times all week long, and that way we'll just bundle your order. But please try to make sure you're ordering from the exact same account, same shipping information, or else then you'll just get 2 packages. But we'd appreciate you to kind of make sure that you're ordering from the same account. I still have not seen this one come up. I'm noticing that, Kopik, you've learned from your, up, there it is. Toy Bao Bao. There it is. So Fireball Island, the Curse of Volcar. So that is an Indiana Jones running away from a boulder. Oh, I just saw a flash. There it goes. Welcome to Florida, everybody. So this is a fantastic game. I actually have a copy sitting up on my shelf. I'm not going to move my camera setup around, but it's actually the first Kickstarter I ever backed. It just looked like such a unique game. Gentle flicks. That's my advice for this game. Gentle flicks. Not only can you hurt your finger, you can also hurt your friend. So be careful. It might seem fun in games until somebody gets hurt. So, but it's a fantastic game. So Fireball Island, perfect. So we got that one in. I think we're ready for number 7. And this is the reason I modified this list a little bit, David and Kopik, because these are all of my kind of favorite games. So I'm having fun talking about them. So that's why I've stacked this. Restoration games was just the theme for the last 2. So don't go too deep on thinking it's restoration games. Don't waste your vote. Gentle flicks until someone gets hurt. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing. When you first take out that game, if players who haven't played it, they're super excited just to load up that finger and just launch those fireballs. And it rarely works out. It rarely works out in a good way for everybody. Gentle Flick sounds like a streaming service for Care Bears. Fantastic. Oh, Pret-a-Porter. Okay, that's the guesses were coming in. Not yet. It hasn't come in yet. This is going to be a tricky one. I will say that. That's not giving too much away, but it is going to be a tricky one. So we've got 122 people watching. Thank you guys so much for joining us. This is event number 3 of PortalCon. We've got a lot of content lined up for you guys. We're streaming from a lot of different places, from a lot of different time zones, a lot of different locations. So be gentle to us if there are some technical glitches, but we're super excited to be here with you and spending the weekend talking about Portal and just having fun and engaging with you guys. Definitely go on to Discord, join us there. We've got a whole team of volunteers on. And I'm sorry I'm not looking at you, but I'm looking at the chat. I still haven't seen this come in. It's not Sentinels of the Multiverse. This is a little bit of a play on words. So I have not seen this come in yet. Ignazi as a super cookie hero. With, I guess the top of that could be where the cookie was bit into. There it is. We got it. Resbach 390. Captain Sonar. Perfect. Fantastic. That's it. I think no one else mentioned that. David will be able to check if there's anyone else that got it before monitoring the chat, but it is Captain Sonar. Captain Sonar for me was one of my favorite game experiences I've ever played. I don't get to play this game much because you do need that 8-player count to get just the most out of this title. But it was actually at one of our industry conventions for distributors, and we all got together. We went to a board game cafe. It was in Tennessee. I think it was Game Point Cafe. And 8 of us just sat down in a corner, got Captain Sonar out, and we got so into it. It almost felt like a sport, like a team sport. It was the most team sport board game experience I've ever had. And I've never played a lot of team sports. They're not for me, but this was a lot of fun. As long as you follow the rules. So remember, the rule is you do have to say, there's a keyword you have to say, somebody in check in front of, but before you give directions to your mate about which way you're going, there has to be a certain thing you say, certain phrases. So as long as you make sure to follow those rules, because you don't have miscommunication between the two sides. But man, I'm sure everybody at Game Point Cafe that night hated our table because we were having such a good time and they only had 1 copy. That's what they hated us, because we had that 1 copy. So perfect. So Kopik, I think we are good to go on to number 8.
Yes, let's do it.
You're doing fantastic. How's your hand holding up?
It's okay. Okay.
So again, if you guess right, go ahead and send an email to david@portalgamesus.com with the keyword of the title you guessed, and we will take care of you. Do mention where you're located. We do know we have a blend of worldwide audiences on this one. Wingspan Ice Guardian was actually the first game we drew. So And I'm trying to, yes, we are at number 8 right now. So I did, yeah, Kopik did definitely take experience from the event that he did for PortalCon PL, because I see that he's going a little bit more vague with his interpretations of the titles a little bit, making it a little bit more tricky and more difficult for you guys to guess it. So nice. Once you add that transparency, that's another level. And that transparency did it, because King of Street Fighters got it. It is King of Tokyo. So good job on that, Kopi. Don't mind us. Keep on drawing, and we'll talk about King of Tokyo a little bit here. So King of Tokyo, extremely popular game. Most of you guys have played it. It is ranked 298 overall in BGG. Family ranking 69. It's a fun game. It's one of those introductory games where you have a lot of people that play for the first time say they really like the Yahtzee mechanics, because again, it's one of those games that a lot of people who aren't traditional heavy board gamers will play into, and those of them who played Yahtzee, that kind of reminds them of that mechanic a little bit. But you've got cards, you've got powers, you've got take that mechanisms. Overall, fantastic game. So great drawings, but that was a great guess too, because that's yeah. Were you drawing any particular one of the monsters, Kopik, or is this just a monster?
The penguin one.
Okay, there it is.
From the cover.
I need to, yeah, it's on my shelf in the back, but I'm not going to pull it out to see. Perfect. Cool. So let me see what is up next. I need to check my list here, guys. Sorry. Let's see. Okay. So we're at 1:30. We've got some time still. We're not going to get kicked off the stream just yet by the boss, but we can go into the next one, number 9. And we don't want to run out, Kopik, so you can take your time. Do you want to switch to your left hand, or no? Was that too stressful?
No.
Space Penguin, I think. Yeah. There's the chat. And let me make sure all my windows are in order here. Next up, we've got top 10 stories and anecdotes from designing detective. Ignacio will be going into some fun behind the scenes regarding that. Oh, I need to watch the chat. I'm just realizing. There it is. So I'm going to be doing an event tomorrow. That's the history of detective. I'm going to have some pictures as well from my experience. Detective was actually the first game that I was working on with the company. It's pretty much, I was thrown into the deep end. Oh, we already have the answer. Looks like,
really fast.
Sorry to disappoint you, Kopik. 48 KB Dice Masters. I think he was the very first one. You can keep on drawing. But right there, Quarriors was actually what I was thinking. And yeah, Dice Masters, for those of you who don't know, is a re-implementation of Quarriors. Quarriors is actually a game that I discovered early on, and I loved it. It's such a simple concept, and I think the first dice drafting game of its kind when it came out, right? So Quarriors came out, I can't remember, is it late 2009 maybe? But Dice Masters came out in 2014. So was Dice Masters X-Men 2 specific as Wolverine? Nope, that is the answer we will accept. That was a good one. So okay. Go ahead and send an email to david@portalgamesus.com, and he will take care of you. So next up is number 10. We thought this list was going to be a bit too long, Kopik, but it looks like this chat is on fire. They're guessing really well. So
yeah,
we're going to start getting to games
true.
that I'm not too familiar with, so I'm not going to be able to talk too much. So, but I think we're ready to go with number 10. So again, Ignacio will be going over anecdotes of the story. My event tomorrow, I'll be talking about the history. I'll be explaining the line a little bit more in detail, all the products, sneak peeks of future plans, things like that. And I'll be sharing some pictures that I have from my experience. Yep, Ignacio is saying that we've got 130 people, but only 22 thumbs up. You guys got to give Kopik some love. Go ahead and hit the thumbs up button. I'm going to do that because I haven't done that yet. And this is number 10. And it looks like we already got the answer in. Just trying to make sure if they were the first. I think it was Successful Geek. That was, you have a successful guess. It is werewolf. Specifically One Night Ultimate Werewolf, but I will accept werewolf. Peter Haraldson, I think you came in really close and you typed out One Night Ultimate Werewolf, which maybe if you had just typed in werewolf, you would have been first. So both of you guys, Successful Geek and Peter Haraldson, I'm gonna give both of you that win. So go ahead and email david@portalgamesus.com and email werewolf, and then we will take care of you. Werewolf, for those of you who know, who've gone to conventions, is usually the thing you hear from across at night when everyone's playing in the game. It's just the thing you hear from across the hall. One of the most lively, one of the most loud, chaotic, fun experiences of conventions. I'm a peaceful person. I don't like chaos too much. So I tend to, with my social deduction games, I like the ones that are a little bit more quiet, but I know those are not as common and typically not as fun. So Spyfall is my game, but Ultimate Werewolf is definitely something that most of you will know. So let me see. We are now on number, what number are we on, Kopik? 11?
11, yes.
Oh, wow. We are running through this. Okay. Maybe you should, no, I'm not going to make you switch to your left hand. But let's do this next one. And you can do it like in abstract minimalism style with just straight lines like Picasso or something.
Okay, I will try.
Don't change your style on my end, on my court, but we want to, these guys are they're too good. So more like a bear. 22 likes, went to 54, and then went to 108. Thank you guys so much for all the likes. If there's anything that you're seeing on the schedule that you have questions about, you can go ahead and ask me. We're going to start having our, oh, we're already starting answers come in. Hold on. No. Okay. So I need to make sure, I can't say why I have to pay attention to this one, but I have to watch the chat particularly hard on this one. Okay, man, you guys are really firing those answers in. Okay. But still have not seen the correct one. We got it. Kamil Viashka. So the reason I was saying I have to watch this chat a little bit more carefully is because on my list here, I have Tajemnicze Domostwo, which is, as you guys know, the history, the Polish title. And maybe Ignacy, if you guys ask him about it, he can dive into that story a little bit more about the controversy between Tajemnicze Domostwo and Mysterium, but it is Mysterium. So what we have here is, and this is again in Polish, so it's a group of mediums. So I don't know if the candles gave it away. I don't know if the classy spooky hat or if the cobweb gave it away, but it is Mysterium. So go ahead and send an email to david@portalgamesus.com and we will take care of you. We're, for the US side, we're giving you guys a $10 code to use on portalgamesus.com. Codes don't stack with bundles. The bundles are already a fantastic deal, so they don't stack, but they'll stack with any of the flash sales. They'll stack with any of the current sales. And again, we have free shipping all weekend long, so you can place multiple orders and we will bundle them all together next week. Give us some time, guys. We're gonna have a slower Monday for the team here, but we will take care of you and get those orders out. The original version. That's what I've heard. That I've played Mysterium. I haven't played Tajemnicze Domostwo, but that's what I've heard, that people really like the original version. So, all right, next up okay, number 12. Kopik, do you need a break? Do you need some?
No,
need a banana?
no break, no breaks here. Okay? No break.
No cramps. Okay, perfect.
I'm inspired.
All right, let's dive into number 12. I stopped giving all of my factoids. Mysterium ranked 230, 40 overall in BGG, thematic 84, family 44. It did come out in 2015. So, okay, so I need to make sure I'm watching the chat Even sometimes Ignacio will give us a day off. Ignacio takes care of us, guys. Come on, what are you talking about? We're all pampered and spoiled here. So next up is, I almost said it. I had to stop myself. It was on the tip of my tongue. All right, I'm noticing I haven't been monitoring the chat, but I think we're okay. We haven't seen it yet. This is gonna be an interesting one. I had to stop and read this for a second because I'm reading the notes in Polish and there's some words that I don't understand. And yeah, there's some specific words on the description of this drawing for me. So let's see how it goes. Oh, he's throwing you guys on a loop. I like this copy. This is very clever. Thor, the later years, yes. Up, and there we have the correct answer. Toy Bao Bao. Perfect. Toy Bao Bao got the correct answer with Key Forge. It is Key Forge. It is a blacksmith forging a key. And Toy Bao Bao, I don't see, yep, she, sorry, Toy Bao Bao, I don't see an answer before. Perfect, yep. So, yep, that is the correct answer. We send that email to david@portalgamesus.com. We'll take care of you. Keyforge, as you guys know, has also been an extremely popular game. I haven't played it yet. When it comes to deck games, card games specifically, I've played Dominion. I haven't really played Keyforge yet. I've heard nothing but great things, and I know Ignacio is particularly into this title as well. So, all right, we're on number 13. We've got about another 5 minutes here. King's Forge, yep. We've got number 13 here. Yeah, let's get into it. Are you ready, Kopik?
Yes.
Perfect. Koryakin, if you're in Europe, I'm not sure what you're going to win. That'll be a surprise, but the European side will take care of you. We have a $10 card to the Portal, not a gift card. We're going to just give you a code, a $10 code for the Portal Games US store. And that'll make it, we suggest you can use, with free shipping, you can use it for promos. We have a whole bunch of Mystery Tales promos on the shop. We've got some promos for mostly all of our games. We've got gear, all gear on Portal Games US shop right now is on sale. So there's playmats, there's shirts, things like that. A lot of stuff that the European fans have been spoiled with by having access to for a long time. We just got those this year. So all of you guys based in America, go ahead and check out the store. And whoops, I am missing the stream. All right, hold on. Let's make sure nobody said the right one. I do not see it yet. Okay, we're good. I got carried away talking about the shop. So Kopik, is that you that you're placing into all of these drawings? Is that?
It can be me. Yes.
I'm monitoring the chat. Still have not seen the answer come in. A lot of varied responses, which makes sense because there are a lot of games about trains. So. Okay, still looks good. Yep, and definitely tell your friends about PortalCon. We are going to be here giving you tens of hours of content all weekend long. The US team, once Polish team, there it is. Okay, so sorry. Looks like the Steam started giving away. Age of Steam and Steam. Bjorn Forsberg and King of Street Fighters. So both of those came in at the same time. And I'm going to say if both of you want to go and shoot an email to David, I'll accept both of those answers, Age of Steam and Steam. So, perfect. Ignaz's shade at Tony McCree over here. He can't type fast enough. Tony will be having an event as well, Tony and Marty. So definitely do check in for that. Kopik, I'm getting lost here. Which number is this? This is number 14 now coming up, right?
14, yes.
14. Okay. All right. Looks like this one, it'll be a little bit harder. So at least we'll get a little break. I'll get a little break from reading answers. So let's get started with number 14. We've got about another 2-3 minutes here. So this will probably be our last one. Yep, Ignatius telling us last one. The boss has spoken. So the last one, guys. Oh, someone else has said Steam as the first guess. They said. David, if you can scroll through that and double check on that, please. I'm having fun. I could be here for much longer. I know we have to spare Kopik though. But yes, once the Polish, they are 6 hours ahead over there. So it's 8 p.m. right now in Poland. So once they go to bed, then the US side takes over the channel. We're going to drive it into chaos. We're going to have a great time. All of us inexperienced streamers. We're not like the HQ US who are pros at this, but we'll do our best and you guys will be along for the ride. So we've got Eric, Captain Link on, I think he's on next with Joe after Captain Link is on. Yes, after anecdotes from Ignacy. And then after that is when we start taking over the channel. We've got a lot of our volunteers. We've got Ben, we've got Chevy, we've got Don, we've got the Dicey Reviews with Paul, and we've got David also on a few things going on. He's our new team member here in the US. Oh, Tet actually won Steam. Thanks for checking that, David. So Jet, if you can email David, we'll, oh gosh, so many things are happening. Sorry, things are going super fast here. Okay, we have the right answer. I thought that people were going to get thrown off because there's lately been a lot of games about Aztec, but looks like, so the correct answer is Tolkien, and I do think Ivan Conrad was the first, nope, Mateusz Słupski looks like, sorry. Looks like that was the very Tolkien. I think that's right. So Mateusz Słupski, if you can send in an email with the keyword Tolkien, just to know, so that we know which one of these you won. We'll take care of you. Perfect. All right, looks great. So that was the last one. A big round of applause for Kopik. All I had to do was sit here, look at a chat, and talk to the camera. He was the one doing all the hard work. So thank you so much for all your hard work, Kopik.
Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone.
I hope you guys had fun. We're gonna take a little break, go order a pizza, go get lunch. It's lunchtime for me and the rain has stopped. So I might go get a little bite to eat, but join us next. We're gonna have Ignacy doing the top 10 anecdotes from designing a detective. And if you guys can, again, share across all the different channels, we will see you guys soon. So Marek, I'm gonna turn it over to you to take us off.